Hi Trafton Tigers and welcome to art. Today we're going to talk about three-dimensional drawing or perspective drawing. It makes a simple square turn into a cube or a triangle into a cone or a circle into a sphere, which is the same shape, only you shade it and maybe give it a shadow, or a cylinder. So by some interesting, simple techniques, we can make something look three-dimensional or like it's coming out of the page. So let's get started. I want you to take your pencils and work lightly with them so you can erase the lines that you don't want. And let's start by making a spiral. You're going to put your pencil down and it's going to be kind of a squished spiral. It's going to be wider than it is tall. Why don't you guys do that? I'm going to straighten out my spiral a little bit. It's crooked. There we go. And you can start anywhere, you can end anywhere. It doesn't matter. Just a nice squished spiral. So once you've got your spiral, I want you to go to the very outward edges, here and here, and we're gonna go right on that line and take our pencil and go down and in a little bit. The line can be straight, it can be curved, it does not matter. And on the other side, same thing, right up to that edge and bring it down. And now we're going to start with this curve, but when we bring this edge of the curve down, we're going to stop at that next line. Don't go any further. And we have the end of our spiral. We'll bring that down and stop at the line. And this edge of this curve we'll bring down. I think you can see what we're getting here. Finally, we're going to take the end line and bring that down. And it looks like a rolled up piece of paper that's actually coming off the page. It looks three-dimensional. Now, if I were to make another spiral back here, only make it smaller, it would look like it's behind the bigger spiral and out into the distance. When you make things smaller, they are further away, or they look further away. The bigger they get, the closer they seem to you. So there's a spiral that's farther away, it's really small. Maybe there's one way back here in the distance. We'll make this one tiny, but long. And you get the idea. Really way back there. You can do a lot of tricks with line and curving and with your camera. All right, here is another way to make something look like it is coming out at you. When you look off into the distance, you will see a horizon line, and that is where the sky meets the earth. Now, we're going to put a point in the middle, and from that point, we're going to take our pencil and we're going to draw straight lines outward. And you can try to make the lines equal distance apart, but it really doesn't matter, I suppose. All right. Now remember when we talked about things that are larger look closer and things that are smaller look farther away? Let's pretend that this is a farm. I don't know, here's a barn and a silo. And we're growing pumpkins on the farm. So let's say this pumpkin is within these lines that I drew. And we'll put a little stem right here. But if I wanted to make a row of pumpkins that looked like they were going out into the distance, I would just stay within those lines. So here's a second pumpkin. And as you can see, the smaller they get, the further away they look. I don't know what else we could draw. Let's say we draw just a bush, maybe with strawberries. That bush, that strawberry plant, as long as you stay within those lines, it gets smaller and smaller as it goes back into the background. If we have corn, we could have ears of corn on a corn stalk. Let's see, we've got this ear of corn. And if we make this one, just kind of stay, I've got an invisible line that I'm looking at here. Keep those corn stalks going straight up and down. Don't let them lean. And they get smaller and smaller as they go into the distance. Here, we'll put a sunset. So I want you to practice with your three-dimensional drawing, and we will go further with the spiral drawing next time with value. Value or shading also makes something look very three-dimensional. So until next time, bye tigers.